What's up, ladies? My name is Liang.
Hi, and I'm Priscilla.
And we're from Capital FM. And we are here to We are here to interview the one and only Gary Neville from Manchester United. I'm going to try and tell Gary that she has got a Cockney accent.
I do not have a Cockney accent.
She has a Cockney accent.
Alright, the man himself is going to tell you because he is from England. I do not have a Cockney accent. He should know the difference, alright?
So we'll establish that she has a Cockney accent and then we'll ask him a few questions. Be right back. First up, who was your favorite teammate ever in your time at Manchester United? Ever? I know you've got a special something
person.
Going on, yeah.
I can't separate my brother,
Okay.
Scholes, Giggs, but Beckham.
Yeah.
Beckham was my best mate when I was there, when he was there, and my brother obviously.
Yeah.
Was my brother. And then towards the end, Giggsy and Scholesy.
Okay.
Been really close to. So I think generally just all of those lads just really close with them, inseparable, and just love them to bits.
The fledglings of 92.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Okay, so we've heard as of right now, the team's being ravaged by injury. And we've heard of stuff, for example, where they're ravaged by injury to the point where they were considering fielding the tea ladies. So let's say, for example, how do you think the Manchester United tea ladies would fare in a kickabout? Because this is inside info, we've never seen them play.
Well, I've never seen the headline that the tea ladies would be playing.
Yeah.
But I suppose if the Manchester United tea ladies, they could play quite well.
Quite well?
If they put that shirt on, they could get inspired, couldn't they?
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think they are?
Tea ladies?
Yeah, tea ladies.
8.
8 out of 10.
That's alright. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Right. Okay, you're a pundit for Sky Sports now,
Yeah.
right? And you've gotten quite good feedback. People like the way how you're frank, and you've got quite a few positive remarks and stuff. Is there anything that you learned from Manchester United that you reckon, that you've taken to Star Sports as a pundit? Is there anything that you learned there that helped you?
Everything. Because all the games that I played in, the great strength that I have is that I played in World Cups, European Championships, Champions League every year. The Premier League title we fought for every year, so every type of football match that you would regard as being the best I played in because of Manchester United, and that's what it gave me. And so it's allowed me the experience of being able to see all the best players in the world, play against them, play with them, and then I can then obviously speak quite confidently and comfortably about what I see on the football pitch on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Monday night, whenever it is, because I've seen that game before, I've played in that game before, I understand the feeling of players who are playing in that match, and that's the experience that I've got, and Manchester United gave me that.
Okay, but then a while back, a famous BBC pundit said, this is a quote basically, said, "You can never win anything with the kids," when Manchester United lost to Aston Villa. Did that motivate you to prove him wrong, and does that affect your predictions as a pundit?
No, because I think, to be fair, what he was trying to say was that generally young players, inexperienced players, don't tend to win trophies, and I think there were so many of us that season that broke into the team, but I don't think he understood also the unique nature of how good we were as a group. Who could have ever have imagined Giggs, Scholes, Beckham, but me and my brother, 6 of us, to be able to go on and play for Manchester United for 10, 12 years, win what we won and play the caps that we won for England. So I think at the time he was maybe right that young players generally don't win things, but we were an exceptional bunch of young players, and we also were surrounded by very experienced players who were excellent, like Cantona, Schmeichel, Keane, Bruce, Pallister, excellent experienced players, Dennis Irwin.
But does it affect the way you do predictions?
No, you can't be afraid. I think this season I've been many times wrong before a match where people said to me, "What do you think is going to happen tonight?" And you'll say, "I think Tottenham are going to win." And then in fact, the Tottenham-Liverpool game, I said Liverpool are going to win. Tottenham beat them 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You just have a feeling, a gut feeling, but it doesn't always happen like that. Who could have ever imagined 6-1, 5-3? Arsenal winning at Chelsea 5-3. You can't predict this. So I think as a pundit, you're still surprised by what you see out on the pitch.
Nice. Okay, we're going to talk about the treble. It was that the high point of your career?
Yes.
Yes?
Probably. I mean, my debut was because it was always my dream, but
Yeah.
the treble was, if I could go back to 10 days in my life, that would be it.
All right.
That
So
would be it.
what was the first thing that went through your head, you know, after getting home from the treble? So
At
you won the
home?
treble, yeah, at home.
I was slept.
So you never quite had the adrenaline pumping?
No. 'Cause we were in Barcelona.
Yeah.
We had a party till, well, we didn't stop. And then we came home
Yeah.
the next night. But we were so tired the next night because what we did, we got out after the game till the next morning. Then we went on a bus tour around the city.
Yeah.
And by the time the bus tour had finished, everyone was absolutely been awake for 48 hours nearly. So just as soon as I got home, sleep. But no, we had a good party afterwards. It was an amazing time.
Nice. So what was the first thing that your wife said to you post the treble?
I wasn't married to her.
Yeah. Or your
Were you
girlfriend?
seeing her? Were you seeing her then?
No.
No. Okay.
It's probably a bit controversial. Probably stay clear of this one, I think.
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What was the first thing my parents said to me?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let's go with that.
I don't think they're just so proud that because all the 6 lads are the young lads. All the parents had grown up from 12, 13 together. Also, the parents would all come and watch together. So we were all there in the party afterwards, and it was just incredible. We were all best friends, brothers. You know, it was an incredible experience, and they were just so proud of us. I mean, they probably all cried on the night because they're all Man United fans as well. So it was just an inspiring time. But I always remember the day after we went home to Manchester. Have you been to Manchester?
Yeah.
Down Deansgate in Manchester, the main street, and we turned into the bus, open top bus. We turned into Manchester, and I've never seen as many people in all my life. They were hanging off lamp posts out of office windows, and they said there was 1 million people turned up, and I can believe that you know, from Old Trafford or from the airport right the way back through to the arena in Manchester. It was unbelievable, the most incredible experience that I've ever had in my life, just turning into Deansgate in my home city and just seeing all the people just screaming and passionate. It does make me shiver a little bit to this day talking about it.
So your parents have always been supportive then, when you wanted to become a footballer? They didn't go like, no, you've got to go study and be a doctor. They didn't do anything like that?
They always encouraged us to do well at school and to do as the best we could, because we didn't know what we may need to fall back on it. But they always encouraged us to do sport, not because to be a professional football player, just because I think they believed in sport themselves. They had played cricket, rounders, netball. My mum always played sports, and my dad always played sport, hockey. My mum played hockey, so they've always been sporty people, so they've always loved watching sport. So they encouraged us because it was a love of theirs, and we love it as well. I think a lot of people love sport. I mean, it's billions around the world love sport.
So do you do the same for your daughters as well? I know they're very young, but...
We're trying. We take them to... my sister plays netball. She's actually a coach of a netball team, so my 3-year-old goes all the time and watches the netball, and she runs around. She loves throwing the ball. She can throw it like me. So no, I hope they do get into sport for a number of different reasons. Not to become professional sports women, just to, you know, generally for fitness, social life. It's just a nice thing to do. It's a good thing to do.
We have just met Gary Neville. It's unbelievable.
All thanks to Mr. Potato, obviously.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting us meet him. Oh, really awesome guy. It was a really awesome interview. I'm hoping you all enjoyed it as much as we did. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I just really said.
Yeah,
I'm gonna snack now.
She's gonna snack now, and I'm gonna thank you all, and thank Mr. Potato. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank Mr. Potato for the crisp. We'll be right back. So for more information, log on to www.capitalfm.com.my.
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct.